Hello, it's me. It's Mr. H. And the fire. And the woodland. We're approaching autumn now. Is it the 1st of September today, Mr. H?
No, not yet, but we're not far off.
Well,
It's, Wednesday, I believe, is the 1st of September.
oh, is it? Some leaves though. Anyway, I'd like to talk about conspiracy theories, basically. I'll move the camera, my arm's hurting. I'm not as young as I used to be. There comes a time when you get into conspiracy theories where you have to just put them back on the shelf or have a break from them, because as somebody wise once said to me when I was growing up, raving about chemtrails and fluoride and, you know what I mean, cashless society and everything like that, and the origins of humanity. Was it the Anunnaki who genetically engineered us, blah blah blah. You know, he said to me, how is it affecting your day? And that is where my state of thinking is at the moment.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you just have to say fuck it. You know, and you can't sit there all day stewing and frothing over what's to come and what's gone on and what's planned. You know, and you just have to try and make the most of what you have. And you know, your time, rather than just wasting it all. I mean, I read about 3 David Icke books. I got another one, and I can't face it because I think I've overfaced myself with it all. To be truthful with you, don't be thinking it's a fad, because that way of thinking changes you forever, as we've just said in another video. But I'd like to know your thoughts, Mr. H.
Well, regarding David Icke, I think I've always sort of been to the right of that, if you know what I mean. I've never really bought totally into it, as you know. Some of the things he says do make common sense.
Yeah.
You know, there is certain things. But regarding conspiracy theories itself, it's like I said, it just sends you around twist with it.
Yeah, completely.
I mean, I know when I've been, like we just spoke about media, you've just got to accept that they're pushing an agenda. That doesn't necessarily mean they want the world domination. It's simply sometimes just a case of, say, Rupert Murdoch wants it push his business and make more money for himself.
It all boils down to money. And I saw an interesting quote, and I can't even think of the quote. But basically, it said conspiracy theories are an easy kind of option, and they make sense. But perhaps the world isn't controlled by anyone, and it's just a chaotic force.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because even if there is a global elite, even if they are, which they probably are, planning all these things, they still do not have full 100% control in the outcome.
No.
You know what I mean? They can't control everything.
Well, to the example is the Brexit.
You know what I mean? To the exact, they can't control everything to the exact T.
No.
There's stuff that they can't prepare for. So perhaps the only true ruling force of the world and the universe is chaos. You know what I mean? So if you have that in mind, you know, all you have to try to do is enjoy your life, do the best you can, you know, but always be aware of what's going on, and always have sleep with one eye open. But having said that, just try and not get consumed by conspiracy and that, you know. You see a fucking triangle on CBeebies or something, you know, fucking hell. You know, but you know, I don't know what the fuck I'm on about, but you get me drift. You know that sometimes it's better to just take your foot off the gas with it all. Yeah. And just look around you, at the beauty around you of nature, or wherever you are, and find something good in that moment.
Do you not think though that a lot of it with conspiracy theories is? I'm sure you remember. Well, we won't remember it, but you've heard of the Industrial Revolution.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that as that started happening and things become mechanised, there was people who were feeling like the world was moving faster than what they wanted it to move. We're now at that situation. If you get me drift, we've moved on from being in manual jobs to more being online. That type of thing, and I think that with a lot of people, there's fear that the world's moving faster than they want it to move.
Yeah.
I mean, there's that monument, isn't there, in is it Virginia?
The Georgia Guidestones.
Yeah. Yeah, George.
Very strange thing that. But
why somebody would put that monument up? But then again, you just never know. It could just be somebody that just wanted to do it.
It might be a fucking hoax, you know. I don't know.
This is it.
Sometimes things are done to throw you off the scent, aren't they? Really,
Yeah.
you know.
Or done with no apparent reason.
No.
Perhaps somebody would just want to create a Stonehenge for themselves.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I've mentioned it in a recent video about freeing your mind. I don't burst into pop song, but in a world of slavery and chains, the only place that you can be free really is inside your own head and inside yourself.
Have you ever heard that song? I think it's Joe Brown did it. He did it for the...
Off Porridge.
It's off Porridge, yeah.
Free Inside.
Free Inside. It's a good song, that, Luke.
Yeah, the Porridge film, not the TV series.
The theme
with
film.
Ronnie Barker and what the fuck's his name? Richard Beckinsale.
Yeah, who played Lenny Godber.
Yeah, a good film that.
It's the end. It's the end to one you want.
Joe Brown, Free Inside. You know. But that's it, really. You know, that's my thoughts. I'm having a break from conspiracy theories. You know, because you can have too much of a good thing, really.
It's also, sir, and you know, I know there'll be a lot of them, the David Icke type and that, who'll not really like what I'm going to say now, but unless you just prepare for go and take off to a little island somewhere,
yeah,
you can never escape system. You're part of it in some way or form. None of us.
I mean, there is no outlaws and rebels because David Icke pays his taxes. You know, everybody follows the party line. You know, you get Ozzy Osbourne, I'm a rock and roll rebel. Yeah, but you still have a fucking accountant.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? And there is no outlaws in media. You know, and even the soothsayers are answerable to the man.
Well, it's like you know, even you get these. I mean, I was watching once about these motorcycle rebels, and about a group called the Pagans, who was supposedly America's hardest gang. You know, they took no shit. Oh, we're not part of the system. Well, what are you running your fucking motorbike on?
Yeah,
what are you paying that with? Are you going to a gas station and just taking gas for it?
Yeah.
And beat it fucking owner up and taking 20 Riedel as well? No, you're not. You're paying for your gas. You're part of the system. Albeit in a very tiny form.
Yeah.
Even gypsies at same, they pay for stuff.
But the Bob Dylan song, you got to serve somebody.
Yeah.
Everybody's serving someone. You know, but that in mind, you know, clarity of your own head is that you know, you have control of your own mind. So just
and as you said, you can't control events down in Westminster.
No.
You know, me and you voted for Brexit, and I really hope it happens. But if it gets scuppered, there's not much one man can do.
No.
I know that might sound a bit defeatist, and people will say, "Oh, well, where would we be if Martin Luther King had done tricks like that?"
Yeah.
But first and foremost comes your own sanity.
Yeah, completely. You know what I mean? To waste your life shaking your fist at a fucking sky. You know what I mean?
Well, that's my anger with David Icke, so just go on about it. He puts me in mind of a man who's shaking his fist at an empty room. You know, he was part of BBC, and I'm sure he knew what was going on with Jimmy Savile. Yeah,
you don't know, do you?
Yeah, somebody pointed out, somebody got one of his books, and he's credited with he unearthed Jimmy Savile.
Yeah.
And somebody pointed out he didn't, and they went through his book, and the word Jimmy and Savile are only mentioned twice. Jimmy, and they give this other bloke's name.
Yeah.
And the Savile was mentioned in a Savile Row suit he owned.
Right.
They weren't even in conjunction.
Right.
Somebody crunched that. I don't know how many words are in them books.
I'll have to stop you there, Mr. H. We're on red bar on the battery.
Oh dear, right. Just
but sorry about that.
No problem,
the fucking ever-ready batteries are shit. But please subscribe to us. You know, we need you always. We need you forever. Thank you.